Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. We're at the Richard Rodgers Theater where Hamilton the Musical has just announced a partnership with the Rockefeller Foundation to provide 20,000 New York City school students with tickets to the hit musical.
Miss Peggy Shively, my beloved music teacher at Robert Frost Middle School, a public school outside of Detroit, Michigan. She organized a trip to the Detroit Music Hall where our entire class would see a performance of Porgy and Bess, produced by the Michigan Opera Theater. That production opened the door to a whole new world and ignited a creative spark in me that still burns today. It played an integral role in my own development as a student, theater goer, American citizen, and producer. Our mission today is to ignite a similar flame in the hearts and minds of thousands of public school students when we open the doors to this Richard Rodgers Theater for young people to experience Lin-Manuel Miranda's musical, Hamilton. I'm delighted, I'm thrilled, I'm giddy to announce to you today that in partnership with the Rockefeller Foundation and with the collaboration of the New York City Schools and the Gilder Lehrman Institute for American History, we are going to bring 20,000 students each year to see Hamilton for $10 a ticket. Ham for high school students.
The first time I saw it was at the Public Theater. I took my son, and as we left, I turned to him and I said, everyone should see this play. The second time I saw Hamilton was right here at the Richard Rodgers Theater with my husband. And as we walked out these doors, I turned to him and I said, how can I help ensure that everyone sees this play? As an educator, a mother, and an arts lover, I knew that we needed to create a way for more young people, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds, to see it. Luckily for us, we found kindred spirits in Lin-Manuel and Jeffrey, who already shared the same vision. Works like Hamilton don't come around very often, and when they do, the Rockefeller Foundation felt that we needed to do everything in our power to maximize its reach.
I want to be very clear why I think this is so important today. Because, first of all, it's a play that speaks to everyone. Hamilton was a unique figure in American history, one of those people that doesn't get as much as attention. I've gone back and reread several books to make sure that, because I came to the play a little skeptical, wanted to make sure it was accurate and listened for all the nuances that I knew were part of his history. And to me, we don't teach history in our schools or anywhere for that matter with that perspective. We teach it as a textbook, it's cut, it's dry, it's facts. We never get beyond the feelings and the emotions of the characters that we're studying. So Hamilton is a wonderful opportunity to teach our students that history comes alive, has real people behind it, has real emotions tied into it, and I'm hoping that coming to see Hamilton will also make our students want to go back and read more and more.
A few students approached me recently and said, Mr. Ojeda, we'd like to start a drama club. I said, okay. What is it that you want to accomplish with this drama club? And they said, we're not sure yet. We just want to make sure that we have the opportunity to present your proposal, but we know we want to be creative, and we want to take it to the next level. And so today, we found that next level. So I'm excited to go back and tell them that we're part of something great, and that level is a Lin-Manuel Miranda formula that hopefully will drive instruction to the next level and help us accomplish students furthering historical knowledge.
When I first saw Hamilton last March at the Public Theater, Ron Chernow was in the audience. Ron, I think you're in the audience today. And I remember saying to Ron, if only we could get kids in here, nobody would call American history boring ever again. Ron agreed, and he put us in touch with Jeffrey and the Hamilton people and Rockefeller and the Department of Education, and we're just thrilled.
We've been working on this for a long time, since almost as long as the show has been up on its feet. The next question is, well, how do we get kids in to see this show? And, this feels like a really good start. And the idea that 20,000 students are going to get to see the show for $10 a pop is unbelievably exciting. Selfishly as a performer, because I know what a student audience does for the energy level of this company, and how they dig in because they know the stakes of what they're doing. And two, because I remember how theater changed me as a kid, and how lucky I was to be exposed to it at a young age, mostly through cast albums, but occasionally through shows. And I can't wait to see what that excites in this next generation of students. You know, I weirdly know a lot about Argentine history and Fierro La Guardia and Jesus' Last Days, thanks to the good writers of 1776 and Evita and Jesus Christ Superstar and Godspell. And stories are my way in. I don't know how to memorize facts. All I know is how to tell stories and how to appreciate stories, and that's how I learn. And I think that's the way a lot of people learn, and we're going to teach them a lot.
Every day at the stage door, I talk to people who said, but how are we going to get kids to see this? And to quote Rodgers and Hammerstein, we're in the Richard Rodgers Theater today, let's start at the beginning, a very good place to start. This is the beginning of, this is 20,000 kids this year. And hopefully we'll be able to continue this program when our show tours. And so it's just the beginning of what these kids make. I'll close with another Rodgers and Hammerstein quote because they're eminently quotable. This is from The King and I. It's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that if you become a teacher by your pupils, you'll be taught.